Okay, so hello YouTube family. This is Trinell Gozy. Also check out my other channel, Janine. I told y'all the priest was gonna be dead. He had been dead, y'all. But this is what this is about, and then it's not what it's about. I just want to show y'all how the world was reversed, right? How they lied about us and put things in the Bible they added to and took from the Bible, right? So look. Okay, waning moon. Let me get this out the way. The moon is in Pisces, so this is about 12th house. Diving deep into the secrets, illusions, lies, manipulation, deceit. You heard me, from our higher ups. Also, the people that are supposed to love us and take care of us, like our grandmothers, the greats. You heard me, but how they were witches and warlocks also. Okay. Okay, so it's a waning moon. Today is April 25th. The moon is in Pisces, a time of feelings and emotions. Like I said, 12th house energy. Trust your intuition. Be kind to others. This day is suitable for creativity and discovering new talents in yourself. Okay. Okay, so the day is ruled by the gloomy two-faced god Ajekapad, and you know my videos are timeless, so I'm recording on this day, but this video can help someone down the line 3 to 5 years. Okay, it's a good time to complete tasks and engage in risky activities. However, it's less favorable for anything else. Okay, today is Friday, which is Venus, which is pink energy, pink and purple, orange like energy. It's art and beauty. It's good to take up a creative activity, spend time with your close ones, as well as socialize and make new acquaintances. Okay, I'm spending time with y'all because y'all are my close ones. Okay, the colors today is blue and all bright colors, but also today is Friday, which is Archangel Gabriel, white. All right. Okay, the day is favorable, which is Krishna Davishi. It's acquiring new knowledge. This is new knowledge, meditating, spending time with your close ones. It is recommended to choose activities that lead to mental balance and peace. And this is mental balance and peace for me, learning. Krishna Triyodashi. It is a good for creative activity, health improvement of the body, leisure, and planning. Also, it is advised to observe fast. Yes, Akadashi fast today, and it's conjunction Saturn and Rahu, and Venus and Mercury in Pisces. These are the conjunctions. Okay, so Saturn and Rahu is in conjunction with Venus and Mercury in Pisces. All right, and the Sun. Hold on, the Sun is in Pisces, right? No, Aries is the constellation. So the sun is in Aries and the moon is in Pisces. Okay. So it's a lot of emotional emotions going on, confrontations. Aries is confrontational. Pisces is also 12th house secrets is being discovered, but also God is allowing y'all to see other people for who they are. Kendrick Lamar, China song, they're not like us. So yeah, we're finding out that a lot of people are 69 gods. You don't have to be part of the Vatican. Like, you was brought up in the Vatican, meaning Baptist, whatever religion, right? So how to spot, I wanted to start off by the Witch of Endor, which is 1 Samuel 28. My nose is itching. Which is about the descendants of Cush. We're spiritual beings. So we are the ones are, the Vatican added to talking about the Magis and what they call a sorcerers. A sorcerer is a person that does blood oaths, magic, blood magic and all that. Like with the verse in the Bible with Jesus. The three wise men was who I was telling y'all about, with Andrew and all them people coming to me that wanted to do blood magic. Okay. I had one in the east, one was in uh Augusta, Georgia, right? He was the one going in the graveyard by the church. His name is Isaac Hill. He the one doing magic on bones and stuff. And I'm the mother, Hakati. They doing magic on the moon. I'm Hakati, which is I have a book to show y'all. I am Nefertiti, Isis, and Hathor in one. That's the Holy Trinity, right? So I had another person come to me that was doing Ifa Ra magic, which I am Ifa Ra. Okay, they don't want to serve God. The account with Jesus with the three wise men. I'm telling y'all, we was talking about them doing magic, meaning not of the word, not of Kush. You know what I'm saying? Not of the kingdom, right? So in the Bible, when we were speaking on the wise men from the east who visited Jesus, those was people I was condemning and stripping of gifts because they were the ones doing the blood oaths, but also the scamming, the people that are scamming and that is going with people for just money. No, you can't do that. That's what we call catfishing. And these men, that's why we give the account on catfish being unclean. Because you find the people that eat unclean things, that like catfish, that like pig, they endure, so you become what you eat. That is the account of you are what you eat. Okay? So with Exodus 22:18, they talk about the medium, Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 11, and chapter 18, verse 10 through 12, Leviticus chapter 19:26, Leviticus chapter 20:27, 1 Samuel chapter 15 and 23, and Acts 19:19. Yeah, God has a way with when he tell you to honor the stars and moon and all that. I'm a moon, a star. I am halal. So I'm the bride. So he was telling you to honor me, meaning his bride, meaning I can tell you who you are, where you come from, what your bloodline is, and what you're here to do. I also can strip you of your gifts, okay, if you're not doing the right thing. All right. So witches and warlocks in the Bible, we were speaking on the 69 gods, the binding rituals, the people that do essay on kids, they bully kids, they lie on kids, they rape and molest and kidnap, fight kids, sit in the room. These are people that sit in a room all day. They don't talk, don't speak. They talk with a whisper. You heard me? They want to watch Animal Planet all day because when you study animals, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about people that's 70, 80 years old. That's why you find people in the nursing homes and all that. They be that punishment. When you find elderly people being abused in a nursing home, to you on a 3D level, that's abuse. But on a 5D level, that's God giving them the ass whooping. Okay? So let's talk about the account, the witch of Endor. Okay, 1 Samuel verse 28. Descendants of Cush are spiritual beings. I keep telling y'all that. So let's go to the account, 1 Samuel, because that's my account. The witch of Endor was the account of me coming to my god sister who I was telling y'all about. That is a 69 god. She abused her grandkids, allowed them to be molested and raped. What's crazy is why would you allow your children, your grandchildren, go stay with a brother that that molest and rape kids because you was a part of it with them? You heard me? So for the life of me, I don't understand people, but sometimes that's just who they are. God be showing us who they are. We just gotta accept the truth. Okay, right here I'm in First Kings because they talk about Sheba. I am Sheba, Queen of Sheba, right? Queen of the South. But also with Solomon, I had to go around. That's what the last table is about, the Last Supper. Me going to all these so-called wise men, people of wisdom, because King Solomon means wisdom, right? All these people that claim they have wisdom and that claim they worship God, but they worship the devil, or they are worshipers of man, flesh, blood. You know what I'm saying? Money. They're not a worshiper of the Most High gods and goddesses, because if they were, they'll know who I am, and they wouldn't be lying to y'all, telling y'all that Jesus is a man. No, that's a lie. But anyway, let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 28. Okay, this account. And it came to pass in those days that in the Palestine gathered their armies together for warfare to fight with Yasharal. And Achish said unto El David, Know you assuredly that you shall go out with me to battle, you and your men. And David said to Achish, surely you shall know what your servant can do. And Achish said to David, therefore will I make you keeper of my head forever. Now Samuel is dead. That's my dad. Okay. My dad here on earth, Anubis, right? Abating, the house fire. My family died in 1990 from a house fire that was committed by the Vatican. They've been following our family our whole life because they know who I was. They know who I am. They know who my daddy was. They know my daddy was Abating. They know my daddy is Anubis. They know he's God Apollyon. So what did they do? They caused a fire to my family. I lost four members of my family, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. So this account, I came to the witch of Endor, which is my god sister, which is my cousin, which is a witch, which is a 69 god. Okay. I come to her, question her about them getting insurance back from my dad's death. First and foremost, y'all don't fuck with us. Y'all don't like us. So why are y'all collecting insurance? That's what the account of the witch of Endor was about. First Samuel 28. And I am the keeper of souls. So I'm able to necromance and do all that. That's by nature because I am the mother goddess on earth. So that's by nature. So I came to ask them, where is the money from the fire? They set us up and we had inheritance in the bank. They stole that. Okay. Then my dad died November 4th, which is 4 4 11 4, right? 2014. 4 4 4 11 11, right? God going up. Okay, so why are y'all collecting insurance? So when I was young, when I was 7 years old, this is what I came to her about, the witch of Endor. I seen my dad kill a man when he talk about Moses killing a man and fleeing. I witnessed that in the graveyard. But they was playing with the book of Moses, so my dad would not, he wouldn't, like, at times he'd be out with dad, and at times he'd act like he don't even know us because they was playing with the book of Moses, and our own family knew who he was. He didn't even know who he was. That's crazy. But our bloodline knew who he was. So they had the books on us. And they make him do things that he didn't do. Now, this witch of Endor, the man that my daddy murdered, was the man that she said raped her when she was 5 years old. So you went to the book of Moses and the spiritual, which is the demon, the dark side of Moses, right? And did, thank you, God, shoot, and did magic to where he'll kill, revenge your people, the people that harmed you, right? That's 69 gods, okay? Okay. So with my dad being up in the kingdom and me taking over the kingdom down here, Father God, Mother God, right? The Kara, shining the truth. I came to the witch of Endor to question her about it. And at first she was like, yeah, they're just talking. So then when it was a time for me to summon my dad in them, like letting them know, okay, y'all was wrong for that. This, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? That's why they put that account in the Bible. They're under judgment. So of course I have to come in and summon the kingdom. That's all this is about. Me summoning necromancy in the kingdom, getting the gods to come in because y'all had been doing all this magic in the dark and didn't think nobody saw you. You know what I'm saying? So the witch of Endor, First Samuel 28, is the account of me coming back to the family members who knew who we are. We are the gods and goddesses of the holy kingdom. And these people were bottom feeders. So they was doing reverse magic on us, right? So they were the ones that were using the book of Moses and all that to make the gods and goddesses, you know, do things, the dark side of them. Because it's a light side of us and it's a dark side of us. We are both, God is both sides. We are both angel and demon. Okay, don't let nobody tell you nothing different. All right? But when you are being controlled outside of you, you don't have no control over that. So of course you're automatically forgiven. All right. But the account was me coming to ask them about why y'all pulling insurance. Y'all stole all the insurance policies and everything. That's why I tell y'all, God is not for you putting people in insurance, knowing damn well once your soul gone, that body is nothing. So what is you praying over? Once you die, your soul is gone. That's it. Your spirit is still alive, but your soul is dead. I mean, your body, it's just a shell. And they show y'all that because what do jet planes run on? Fossil fuel. They take your bones and crush them, do whatever, and make fossil fuel out of it, so they can ride through the skies and shit. Now that's why we tell y'all, dust you came and dust you shall leave. So it's best that you get cremated. Okay. Because they doing magic on your body after your spirit is gone. You have nothing to do with that. And they can do anything to keep you alive. That's why some people can't rest. Because they're getting magic done on their bodies, right? Right. Listen to the birds talk. But anyway, the account, The Witch of Endor, is me coming to speak with the witch. Okay? Now, do y'all know I witnessed her doing a binding spell on me? She did a binding ritual on me and my son. Then, gonna tell me after I come home, because I spent the night out one night. And I told her, I said, if you're gonna put some like poisoning down for like the ants and like little roaches, because we do live in New Orleans. It's water bugs, so they do come. I don't care how clean your house is, the richest mansions got roaches down here. Okay. So I told her, don't go in my room with that, because y'all see I have allergies and all that. I'm the altar of God. So sometimes I can't breathe because I'm I'm going through transformations and all that. I said, whatever you do, don't go in my room with that. Put it in the house, but don't go in my room with that, because I could barely breathe. I came back home the next morning. She did it in my room. Now, you admitted to it then, but it didn't dawn on me that this lady just did a binding ritual on me. So when it came back to God said, remember that, and I'm wondering why all this going on around me, negative energy and all that. I'm getting like energy of, people tell them kill yourself, this, that, and the third. All the while, it's the witch. It's the damn witch. So I asked her about it. Guess what she gonna tell me? Oh, your son did that. I didn't do that. Wait, what? Your son put that down in there. So when my son came home, I said, Romalice, remember when I told y'all, put that roach poison in everywhere when I'm going to my room? He said, yes, man. He said, I just put it in the hallway. Ain't Yvonne went in your room and put that down. So when I told my son about it, he said, why is she lying on me? So I said, well, look, we're going to confront her. You know what she did? I don't know nothing about that. And walked off. When I tell you, Kendra Lamar, it was God's plan to show you the liar. Now you lied and said this person raped you, that person raped you, you was molested, this, that, and the third, this man did this man did that. When we go back on the story, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. I didn't say that. Because you're a liar. And today I'm just sick of it. I'm finding out. I used to work in a nursing home and feel sorry for these people. But God told me, he said, you're gonna see one day why they are punished, why they are being treated like that. See, everybody wants God, 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 but nobody wants to be under judgment. And nobody wants to accept the discipline that comes from up above. Because some people need a holy ass whooping. Okay? I'm talking about that to say, I say that to say this. These 69 gods was raised by 69 gods. They was taught by the Baptists and the Vatican and all that to be against children, but also to abuse us, to conquer, right? To conquer the skeleton key. What was the skeleton key about? Because that's what I'm going through right now. The skeleton key. An old couple, right? Acted like they was ill and needed help. But all the while, they was being summoned to take that girl's soul. Confirmation. That's all they want to do is trade places with you. This lady been trying to bind me, bind my gifts. But how you gonna bind something? I'm not even of this world, ma'am. I'm not even human. I'm just having a human experience. I am a spiritual being. So you gonna try to bind me? I'm a God having a spiritual being. Let me correct that. And you gonna try to bind me? But not only that, you gonna try to bind my son, which is a god, the grandson of Anubis, Abaddon, Apollyon, and you gonna try to do all this to us? And we shake all it off. I wonder why all these flies and gnats, and then God says it's coming right in the house with you. I go in the room, you sitting there chanting in front of the TV, tapping and chanting, calling on spirits, demons and shit, which can't do nothing to me, because I just pop their ass and keep going. You heard me? But all you doing is doing it to yourself. You binding yourself. And that's basically what she has done. Binding herself to her own magic. I don't have time for that. That's what the account of the Witch of Endor is about. 1 Samuel 28. You've been doing magic on the whole bloodline. Because y'all got insurance policies that you and your raggedy brother split. And you think people don't know about it. God sees all, knows all, hears all. It's just a time and place. You think you're going to leave this earth. You're 70 years old. You thought you was going to leave this earth without having to answer to God? I don't give a damn how old you are. If you done any wrongdoing to children, spiritual wise, like binding rituals and all that, that's what we was talking about. We wasn't talking about, hold on. Because I looked at it, I said, well, see, that's why the Vatican, that's why the Pope had to go, because they keeping all this, witches and warlocks, 69, the binding rituals, okay? People that sit in the room all day in the darkness, you heard me? Pay attention to that. These people are under judgment, okay? They are under judgment. Okay, so I wanted to also speak on, ooh, all right, Spirit. All right, Spirit. All right, Spirit. This book, Language of Babylon. Now, what's going on now in the world? And everything that Martin Luther King. Okay, here it is right here. Our mission in the educational system. One of the primary areas of influence in any nation is the education system. This one institute, now this is MK Ultra now. Institution provides the opportunity to shape the hearts and minds of an entire generation. Those who set the educational agenda for a nation will control the future of succeeding generations. Knowledge is power. To keep people ignorant is to control their futures and their ultimate destiny. The Old Testament prophet Hosea described it like this. God's people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, right? And that's Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. God's reaction to universal ignorance of divine truth is ultimately to fill the earth with knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. And that's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 14. Martin Luther argued for the Bible to be the cornerstone of a child's education. I am much afraid that schools will prove to be wide gates to hell unless they diligently labor in explaining the Holy Scriptures, engraving them in the hearts of youth. I advise no one to place his child where the Scriptures do not reign paramount. Every institution in which men are not constantly occupied with the Word of God must become corrupt. That is a message for the people that have their children in schools. You allowing the devil to feast on your child's energy. That's why I homeschool my son. Up above, my dad, my husband, Zeus, Yahweh, told me, no, after this year, you're going to take him out and educating yourself. Because I see he leave with the energy, right? I started paying attention to the energy, and I was paying attention to it with my children, but it was also, time and place for everything, right? So we were in Augusta, right? And Glenn Middle School, Glenwood Elementary in Augusta. And the teacher act like she was looking at my son in another way. I'm going to be real with you. Every day she would admire, oh, he's so handsome. Oh, he's so tall. Oh, he got big feet. Oh, this, oh, that. And it's like, God said, pull Malice out of this school. You've been a witness to, look at Rod Shining. You've been a witness to students having, relationship with teachers and all that. This teacher looking at him in another way. Read the energy. All right. I say that to say this. We actually allowing the enemy. Why are we allowing the enemy to raise our children when the enemy stole everything that they're teaching? They stole it from our ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? Look, a morning prayer Bible message just came up. Message. So, what they can do, you can do better because you're actually going to tell them the truth and you're actually going to raise them in the word, okay? So that's a message for my parents out there. It's time that y'all take y'all power back. Take your power back and educate your own children. Don't say what you can and cannot do if you didn't try, okay? Fit it in. Because what you don't want to do is get to the point to where your child come home and you don't even recognize them. You know why? Because you've been allowing the enemy to raise your children. And I'm guilty of that. But I took my power back, okay? Here go, Luther words have proven prophetically accurate. When the existence of God is eradicated from the minds of a generation, we are destined to reap the corrupt fruit of rejection and devastation. Just one generation after moral relativism became the standard of our nation. Most young people today cannot distinguish between right and wrong. They can't, y'all. Between morality and immorality, between normalcy and abnormalcy. Like I was talking to my daughter. Now she MK Ultra for sure. She beautiful, heart is pure, but it's like, you know what? You twisted. Which she understand where I'm coming from. I'm trying to get her un-MK Ultra. I'm telling her why people are under judgment with Kyron Lacey, Boosie, LaBoosie, and all these people. You know what she gonna tell me? I don't see what's wrong with a black man making money. What's wrong with it, motherfucker, is that you making money off somebody else's sacrifice, off their blood. You offering up to Alex Crowley and all these demons, your own brethren, for riches? Yeah, it's something definitely wrong with that, okay? But she can't see it because she MK Ultra. You heard me? So Father, forgive them for they know not what they do. But at the same time, Psalm 118, chastise them severely, but don't hand them over to death. Because sometimes you need a spiritual beat down in order for you to see the light. Okay, it says the standard by which all men and women are to be judged has been rejected, leaving us without the ability to discern what is acceptable to God. Like Israel during the period of the judges, every man, and that's now. They was talking like the Bible back then, but baby, it's been a 360. Back then is now, okay? Every man, or in this case, every child, does what is right in his own eyes. Because why? You're not teaching them from God's law. You're teaching them from man's law. And man's law is devil law. Let's keep it a buck, okay? Okay, so our mission in the scientific community. Do you ever wonder why secular prophets seem far more concerned about the proper stewardship, thank you, Ra, stewardship of our natural resources than most Christians? Why should this be so when the earth and all it contains belongs to the Lord? And that's Psalm 24, verse 1. Through the divine commission given to Adam, God entrusted this resource to man to manage wisely and to use its abundance to meet the needs of others. This commission, which has come to be known as the dominion mandate, makes us accountable to God as both producers and consumers of this treasure. In order to steward the resources of planet Earth properly, Christians in every nation must face and address the ecological concerns of our time. But once again, the church has hopped onto the last float of a culture parade being led by secular prophets, poets, and musicians. Okay, John Maddox, editor of Nature, the world's most prestigious science journal, wrote in the March 17, 1994 issue, very soon the practice of religion must be regarded as anti-science. These words would probably be as devastating to many of the early scientists as they are to their contemporary colleagues, especially because the foundation for the modern scientific revolution was laid by Bible-believing Christians like Copernicus, Sir Isaac Newton, and Carl Linnaeus. These men were committed to scientific discovery because of their belief in the orderly arrangement of the universe. Universal laws, Mayat laws. And that's why I'm here in the flesh, Mayat, fulfilling the universal laws and judging the ones that broke them. Thank you, Ra. Y'all see Ra? Y'all see my dad, my husband, my bride? Shining that light. Shine it. Because the world is under judgment, y'all. This is why. Whether you didn't know or you didn't know, it's time to wake up. Okay? It says right here, the conviction that God is structured, orderly, and rational provides a basis for our understanding of the structured, orderly, rational nature of the universe. Our belief in the person, the designer of the universe, should position us at the forefront of the scientific community. Rather than waste precious years, y'all, every time I do a reading or get into, that's the Holy Spirit, right? I don't have no boogers or nothing. It's just the Holy Spirit. Rather than waste precious years of research attempting to deny the signs of orderly arrangement, Christian scientists can settle the issue and can move beyond the debate into searching for the answers to our current crisis. Have you grown tired of seeing the same old religious painting captioned by Bible verses and religious cliches? Have you ever decided that a simple sunset would be far superior to the average Christian painter? Is there actually a Christian style of painting? And what exactly is the difference between a Christian artistic work and a secular one? Is there any such thing as secular sunset? Question. Those are all questions. A genuine sense of creativity should be expressed in everything we do, whether sacred or secular, whether painting a sunset or a family portrait. After all, we were made in the image of the supreme creator of the universe. It was God who formed the silvery beauty of the moon, the evening glory of a deserted sunset, the majestic Matterhorn, the turquoise of the Caribbean. When God created the world, he cared enough to make it beautiful. He invested his creativity along with his care in forming everything in the creative order. And in his satisfaction, he surveyed all of the work of his hands and continually declared it good. Beginning in the first chapter of Genesis, the biblical record reveals painting, sculpting, music, architecture, crafts, poetry, songs, and drama as evidence of the creative handiwork of God. We need a new generation of artists to understand that it is possible to be a Christian without painting religious scenes and writing indifferent fiction. Okay, y'all want to go get that Language of Babylon? Go check it out. They hide everything in books, y'all. What they said, my people don't understand. They stuck because what? Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, because the lack of knowledge. All right? Now check this book out. And look at me. I told you I'm the Trinity. Hathor, Nefertiti, and Isis. I'm all three in one. And go check this book out. Black Man of the Nile. Okay. So this book and the book I be showing y'all, hold on, go together. The book I be showing y'all. Okay. So here is a picture of Goddess Hathor, Goddess Isis, and Queen Nefertiti. I'm all three in one. The Trinity. Okay. And it says the Trinity right here. And this is when I was married to King Ramses II, which is they got him as Joseph. The religion people sent him, and he is MK Ultra. We ain't got time for that. Okay, but I just wanted to show y'all this is who we are. Now see this. Now I'm gonna show you something. I got this book, right? Hold on. Y'all go get y'all some books and discover who y'all are. Okay, so look. Remember I showed y'all this book, right? This book, right? Hold on. Same pictures in this book and this book. And then they like to call it a myth. No, we're not a myth. We're not a myth at all. See Ra shining? I'm here. This is real life, y'all. Yes, Zeus is a thunder god. And I am the daughter of Zeus, or what, the bride of Zeus. Okay? I can make it rain. I can make it thunder. I can make it light. I can make it snow. And I can make it sunny outside. Whatever I am. The weather's bipolar because I'm bipolar. All right? But see, this the same books with us in here. Let me show you something. Go get y'all some books. My people are lacking knowledge. Y'all don't understand because y'all are lacking knowledge. Okay? Egyptian, they call us a myth. We are real. We're realer than real. Okay, these are the same pictures. Look. Oh, shoot. These are the same pictures. Osiris Kingdom. All right? Same pictures. This is Gab and Nut. The Zodiac gods. Which I told you. Gab and Nut is me. And Black, which is King Solomon. Which is Zeus, which is we are the creator of the Zodiac. Which we are the two of the creators of the universe. Okay? Right there. Gab and Nut. Okay? Damn, I burned my hand. And God's shoe is when you hear shh from the buses and all that. God's shoe, the noise, right? Or when the car sounds and all that. God's shoe, that be confirmation. God's shoe is holding the God of the atmosphere. Yeah. Holds aloft the body of Nut, the sky goddess, which I am Nut. I am a sky goddess. Okay? But I'm having an earthly experience because y'all are fucking up the balance of the world down here. Confirmation. So I had to come back to earth to get this shit together. And I'm not leaving until this law is fulfilled. So I'm telling y'all now, there's going to come a time. Y'all might as well start preparing because that education shit about to be cut out also. Y'all got to start teaching y'all own children. Okay? Y'all can't be one hand saying, oh, the government is the devil, this, that, and the third. And on the other hand, you sending your children to the devil. No. It's time to live a balanced and fulfilled life. Teach your own children, y'all. Or find, other ways of teaching them. Quit sending them to the government. You heard me? Y'all seeing what's to come. Are y'all paying attention? I don't think y'all are paying attention. Because that time is coming, y'all. Osiris. You see Osiris? Osiris Kingdom. My grandfather, but also Osiris also is a kingdom partner. Osiris and Isis. Right. And how it go about. See how y'all wanna have incest, right? Y'all incest in real life. But no, by being my grandfather king, Osiris, my kingdom partner is Osiris and Isis. Like I have 3 partners, which I'm not with nobody, okay? Because they all gone bad. All of them ain't going astray. I ain't got time for that. Here goes Gab. Damn, I had glued this book. You know what? This shit ain't gonna stay together. It's coming apart. It came apart. There go Gab. You see Gab? Gab is the other half of me. And Nut. Gab and Nut. Okay? Zodiac twins. I'm Nut. I'm real. All right? WWE, Bianca Belair, Jag, all of them are us. Okay? So, I just wanted to give y'all some insight on why the world is going the way it's going and who we are as a people and why our kids are not safe going to those public schools. They're not safe. I don't care if they're private, public, or whatever. If you're not teaching your own children, like educating your own children, you are basically allowing them, you give them the devil permission to have their way with them. And if you giving the devil permission to have their way, if something happens to them, what you gonna go to God and tell them? Lord, I know these are demons, but I didn't take the time out to educate my own children. Ooh, confirmation. Some things we can control. Confirmation. Some things we can control. Some things, I'm going to say it again. Some things we can control on our own. When you vote, Psalm 118, when you vote, you're taking the initiative energy and saying, I'm not going to go with my God, my father, and my mother. I'm actually going to trust this human that snake us all the time. But I'm going to put my trust in him. And you are taking the initiative to show your fathers and mothers, your creators, your ancestors, that instead of trusting them, you're going to trust this man. Why would you do that? They show you every 4 years, president, governor, senator, mayor, preacher. They show y'all that they're only humans just like you. I don't understand it. Nah, Sheba, let's talk about it. Joshua chapter 19, verse 2. Son of Bakari, a Benjamite. This Sheba was a base fellow who revolted from David, which is I. 2 Samuel, verse 20. Chapter 20, verse 1 through 22. The country of the country, confirmation verb. The country of Sheba, whence the queen of Sheba came to prove Solomon with hard questions. Me, Solomon. Men that claim they have wisdom, but they don't. They don't. They don't have no knowledge of the metaphysical world. No knowledge. Then I had one pastor, which I showed y'all the video. Chris Sylvain. He got a church on Paris Road in the 7th Ward. I asked him about all this, about the gods and deities. You know what that man told me? All he cared about was basketball and money. That was it. The basketball, he wanted my son to play basketball, and he wanted money. Now, what do you do with that? When they downright, they have to tell me I'm the altar of God. The devil, they know who I am. They knew who I was before I knew who I was. That's crazy, right? But look, a man of Gad, 1 Chronicles 5:13. I asked him hard questions. Here it is right here. A man of Gad. And that's the account of 1 Chronicles chapter 5, verse 13. The meta. Sheba pertains to wholeness or fullness on some plane of existence. Return to original state, rest, repose, equilibrium, reintegration, restoration. Whether or not this thought of a wholeness, of bringing to fullness and stabilization belongs to the inner of outer man, too good or too seeming ill, Depends on who the persons in the Bible name Sheba were and on their history. Now, this man was my pharmacist, right? So he knew I had mental illness, lupus, sickle cell. I had all kind of illnesses. And when I went on the road to Damascus, and the word to tell you about the road to Damascus, that's the road I went on. That was the road of healing, light, mind, soul, and spirit. What they said, rest, repose, equilibrium, reintegration, and restoration of the soul, of the heart, of Jerusalem, of the spirit, of the mind, of what's real and what's not. Jesus, right? Okay. When I come back to New Orleans, everybody's looking at me like, damn, God is real. I'm telling them, I said, well, I don't take medicine anymore. The stones, the crystals, and all that. It cured me. The herbs, the metaphysics, the herbs, the crystals, the sun, the moon, the washing of the cleansing of the blood, of the spirit, of the soul. You know what I'm saying? Death and rebirth. That's all that it was talking about. The death and the rebirth of God giving me his Holy Spirit, sending me the Holy Spirit, the cleansing, the transference of the soul, also the transference of kingdoms. That's all that was talking about. Okay, they didn't believe it because, like he told them, they don't really believe that all of this is possible. And by me being a witness and goddess of the creators of the heavens and earth, that man told me that he was not gonna spread the good news because he's a pharmacist, big farm, Vatican. Okay, I'm like, oh, so you're a snake. Which also the account First Peter, hold up the church. Well, First Peter, when I went to his church, that was the account. I could tell you about all this. You ain't gonna find nobody else can tell you about it because I'm the one in the word. I'm the living word. I wrote the word. All right. Hold on. I went to his church. God said, go to his church. It's right here in the word. My steps. See, that's how I told y'all. These steps was ordered by the Most High for me. Because I'm the one here getting his word, getting these people together and judging these so-called leaders and preachers and teachers. And then they leading y'all straight to hell. It's like, come on now. You know how many people in this room, in the spiritual realm, because of man? Nah, we ain't doing that. Second Peter. Okay, it says the elders, hold up. Right here. This the account, 1 Peter 5. It says, the elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Christ. He witnessed my sufferings, right? And also partake of the glory that shall be revealed. He, man, everybody went against the grain because I'm a woman. I am Hathor, Isis, Nefertiti, Sekhmet, Mayat. You know, I'm in one body because I am the only altar of God. You heard me? Feed the flock of God, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. See, this was instructions for him. He went against it. He was supposed to tell him, I witnessed the works of God. I know she was sick, this, that, and the third. Nobody wants to honor the altar. And that's why this word is gone. That's why the world is going crazy. And that's why I have pulled my ranking and calling judgment on this world. Because guess what? If you don't honor me, you're not honoring the creators. And if you're not honoring creators, guess what? Y'all gonna have hell on earth. Okay, and it says, neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being ensamples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, I was the chief shepherd. Ye shall receive a crown of glory that faded not away. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourself unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, be clothed with humility, for God resisteth the proud and giveth grace to the humble, right? Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time. Nobody's humbling themselves. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking whom he may devour. Now, who is the adversary? The preachers. They are the adversaries. Especially in this case, this man, he got his whole congregation on psychosomatic drugs and lying to these people. He pissing on their feet, telling them it's raining. We ain't got time for that. To him be the glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Now, by Sylvanus. This man's name is Chris Sylvan. He's a pharmacist on Tulane and Broad, baby. I could take you to him. And the man, that his right-hand man, his name is Mark. And it says right here, faith abundant unto you, as I suppose, because he wasn't faithful. He was hiding. He was a demon. He was a wolf in sheep clothing. I have written briefly, exhorting and in testifying that this is the true grace of God wherein ye stand. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, y'all. The church that is at Babylon elected to gather with you. Saluted you, and so do it Marcus, my son. Y'all, all these people went against the grain. I went to them. Now, you've been knowing me 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. You watched me ill and everything. We made you a witness. That man told me only thing he cared about, he did not love God. He really don't believe in him. Only thing he cared about was the money and basketball, the power. Greet ye one another with a kiss or charity. Peace be with you all that are in Christ Jesus. Amen. And guess what? He knew. He was under judgment. He had his wife get up there and preach against what I was saying. And it's like, y'all some suckers, cowards. And y'all want to be honored and followed? Why? When you don't even honor the one who created you. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. It's time for y'all to educate yourselves and stop putting y'all lives and y'all spiritual well-being in people that are not following the law. That is, don't love God. Never have, never will. Okay? They are not like us. Again, not like us. These are 69 gods. Okay? He also went to college or whatever. So guess what? He was one of the ones that the Vatican got to. Okay, instead of you going tell them the truth, you going to lie to them. And we going to give you a fee for it. Wow. So these are people that have sold their souls. And y'all steady running up in the church house. How many times we have to show y'all these people are merely men and merely mortals. And I'm talking about the women too. The women too. They following they daddy lead and all that. Y'all following them. That's a gateway to hell. A broad way is the gateway to hell. Fire, destruction. Why y'all not listening? Anyway. Okay. The Queen of Sheba indicates the ruling intuitive intelligence of the whole consciousness pertaining to that part of being which has to do with nature. We are to understand that Solomon, in meeting and entertaining the Queen of Sheba, had to meet and impart to his body conscious and intuitive wisdom that it had not previously possessed. These people don't know nothing about the spiritual realm. And guess what? They do. They hide it. They put their hand. This is like the what you call it? Your metaphysic, where you can pull energy from other people. So when they put their hand over your third eye, they taking your gifts and they telling you to break them all so you can tell them what you already know. How that go? Instead of us coming on here and just simply telling you what's in the energy, what's in the spirit, what is God showing us? How do I know this? Because we are empaths. We are the peculiar treasure. I'm the mother of the empaths. Okay? Queen of Sheba. All right. So, confirmation. We are to understand that Solomon and meeting it. Okay, yeah, Solomon in the wisdom of spirit comes in touch with his unillumined natural being, the Queen of Sheba. When the illumination from spirit is first received, we are for a time so absorbed in it and its revelations that we are almost wholly unconscious of our body. But a thought is informed in us that presides over that domain called the body substance. Its outer aspect is termed flesh, blood, and bone. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, right? But the real substance is mental. And when we have been illuminated by spirit, the body will come to us in its true light and ask for our higher wisdom, which is your narc node, your higher self. It will bring us many presents of valuable substances. That's why we can ask y'all for donations and all that. We can, because we are being in service to y'all, because we are the only ones that are in tune with the heavens, right? Right. That's why God said, honor and praise the moon, sun, and stars, meaning us. The Queen of Sheba came to prove to him with hard questions, which I did. She communed with him of all that was in her heart. Here is indicated the questioning tendency of the natural side of being. There is implanted in the substance side of our conscience and a degree of intelligence, but it is not the source of wisdom. Hence, it is not a safe guide for man. This is illustrated in the Eden allegory by the serpent, symbolic of the sensuous intelligence that pervades nature. The sense consciousness constantly asks an explanation of the riddle of phenomenon. Those who do not seek the solemn within themselves are constantly seeking without for answers to their many questions as to the origin and character of material things. Never can these questions be answered satisfactorily except by the supreme wisdom of that state of mind which is in the Bible named solemn. Matter has no real substance. It is the result of a darkened state of consciousness, and it passes away when the light is turned on. That's why you go from death to light. Yeah. Therefore, all matter would disappear when man entered into the real substance of being within the corruptible forms of flesh or real life and imperishable flesh. This inner life is represented by the camels, and the imperishable flesh is represented by the spices that the queen brought to Solomon. Let me give y'all an example. Here it is, the Queen of Sheba. Thank you, goddesses. Holy Spirit, spirit angels, and spirit guides. That's why we say a camel will go through the eye of a needle, for a rich man see the eyesight of God. Psalms 36. Queen of Sheba. Secrets revealed. State of consciousness. Spiritual meaning. This is what I'm talking about. Queen of Sheba. What's real and what's not? Who's real and who's not? Who honor God and who don't honor God? Okay? This is what this is about. The Queen of Sheba. All right. This inner life is represented by the camels. See the camels? The camels. The camels and the imperishable flesh is represented by the spices that the queen brought to Solomon. The substance idea rejoices when it sees or perceives the truth of spirit. We thus see the importance of spiritualizing the body consciousness by declaring, for it is the wisdom of the Lord. Whenever a question is presented about the character of matter and the many points pertaining to the overcoming of physical decay, we may know that the Queen of Sheba has come and is seeking to prove our spiritual wisdom with some of her hard questions. And I'm here, and I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere until the law is fulfilled. So y'all might as well get comfortable in this teaching and in this preaching about the secrets and the cosmic power that we all embody if we would just take a step back from man, religion, and the bull crap that they are teaching and taught. It was all a dream. It was all a lie. Because a lot of them are not in tune. They are just following tradition that is getting them sent to the grave. That's all that is. Okay? So, solemn wisdom recognizes that the body consciousness is his own unillumined mind being which needs the light. Therefore, nothing is withheld, but every question of the Queen of Sheba, the power that rules over this part of being, is fully answered. It's time to do away with old tradition because it's getting y'all sent to the grave. It is a spiritual law that when the natural forces are being expressed, the desire to learn the way of spirit and are willing to pay the price for it, the desire and the willingness are in themselves full compensation. Therefore, the gifts are returned with abundant increase. This law is set forth in 2 Chronicles chapter 9, verse 12. And y'all wonder why I had to go through leprosy and all that? For spiritual reasons. Spiritual reasons. That's what the Bible is about. All these, y'all asking what happened? Leprosy. I took up all the curses in that word because I am the Queen of Sheba. The orange moon. Right. So I'm telling y'all, the old way is being done away with. Okay? This world has reversed back to the rightful owners, which is Cush, the descendants of Cush. We smoke that Cush because we are the descendants of Cush. Okay? Okay. So, what else, Spirit? Go get y'all this book. Black man. Books. Y'all lacking knowledge. Okay? Go get y'all some books. Y'all are lacking knowledge. All right? I just wanted to come on here and show y'all witches and warlocks are y'all parents, your grandparents, and all that. They do binding rituals on your ass. You wonder why you can't leave. You stuck. You feel like you can't do nothing. Pay attention to that woman or that man that's sitting in their room all day chanting and shit, sitting in the darkness. You dealing with 69 gods. 69 gods are the ones that wind up in a nursing home. It ain't that because they didn't have no family. They was the witch and the warlock of the family that needed to be condemned because they don't love God. Oshun, I am the goddess of sweet joy, abundance, and harvest, and I'm here to tell y'all that one I'm taking care of is my grandmother, was my grandmother. She off my grandmother. Candle magic, the church, the Vatican, and all that, because my grandmother went and gave the preacher kissing on me in his chaplain, and she went and put a gun on his ass. And they was mad. So they off my grandmother. And I'm here. I'm going to show y'all the kindness and love. I have to take care of her. I have to take care of her. And she trying to do the same to me that she did to my grandmother. And that's not going to work. That is not going to work. See, my grandmother wasn't conscious of what was going on. That's why I'm here. Yeah. And they finding out all of them was wearing masks. But I am that Jumbie, the greatest teacher here, teaching them how to perceive spiritual knowledge from up above, the Queen of Sheba. See, she thought she was going to get some gifts. No, only thing you getting is judgment. That's it. Judgment and condemnation. That's it. That's it. Because you seek pleasure in other people energies, playing in other people energy. They find pleasure in that because they are 69 gods. Pay attention. God said, yeah, they live in scarcity. These are the people that, oh, that man ain't gonna marry you. Oh, nah. They stuck on marriages and shit because they made them bitter. They bitter. They are bitter. And they want you to be bitter. They want you to be bonded and stuck in the house with them. No, that is your judgment. That's what you did because you did it to other people and you did it to children. They find light in beating on kids and shit for no reason. Or molesting them and all that. You work at a daycare with your brother and your sister and your brother-in-law, and you knowing that your sister and your brother like kids. What do? Nothing. You take part in it. The only thing you was worried about was money. That's the scarcity. Y'all parents and grandparents are teaching y'all scarcity. You think it's tradition. Tradition is for you to take care of your grandmother, great grandmother, great aunt, or whatever. But that leads you to death. That causes death. Because they pulling on your energy. They betraying you. They are betraying you. Because they supposed to get the F out the way. You giving and receiving with the enemy. And it's time. God says it's time to cut it all. Storms. It causes storms in your life. You heard me? You think because you're stable, you feeling safe, right? But your intuition telling you it's time to liberate yourselves. All right? Because they don't want to see you shine. Because they are in the darkness. 69 guys. They don't want to see that because they don't have no soul forgiveness because shame has been called upon them. It's time to let go and let tradition go. Nursing homes was there for a reason. Because just like we have to get chastised, they ass need to be chastised too. And I'm saying it for loud for the people in the background. They have to be chastised too. Because they're grounded in the wrong way. They got their blessings in the wrong way. And that's not right. Medusa's rage in reverse. Dark witches and warlocks. Because Medusa in the upright is a righteous indignation. Turned this way, 69 God. 69 gods. Radical rebirth, etheric card, right? Yeah, they use children to get ahead. They use their light. They essay on kids. They beat them. They get energy. They get power off of children. What you think they doing? Energy harvesting. Our own family do it. You been in the house with them. Energy harvesting off of kids. That ain't right. Awakening. It's time that y'all awaken to the dark rituals, miracles in reverse. How they get rid of miracles in reverse. Awakening. Energy harvesting on children. See, energy harvesting on children. Harvest, desire, quatesh, energy, sexual energy, or even just the touch, the power. And that scares them. And they can adrenochrome. You can adrenochrome in many ways. In many ways, y'all. In many ways. And these be the witches and warlocks that of grief that been abused. They passing it instead of cutting it, they keeping the tradition alive. So it was done to them, and they figured since it was done to me, I'm gonna do it to you. Nope, the devil is a liar, and ain't no good protection on their side. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar, and they are exposed. It's time to expose. It's time to expose. It's time to expose and stop resisting God. They're resisting change, and they do this shit in the dark. Y'all think it's just the preachers and the teachers at school and all that. Y'all got 69 guys right in the household with y'all. And y'all don't even know it. Pay attention to how they move, how they act, how they talk, how they walk, the stories they tell. Listen to them. Listen to them. I worked in a nursing home when I was 19. Hold on. 19, shame. Sun Tabernacle, right? Psalms 19. And the ladies would call me, Sunshine, Sunshine. And you know why? Because They were exposing. I was there to see how they were being treated. Now, one of these ladies, Miss Adelphi, I can't think her name. She couldn't talk. And I would go in, but I would touch her. What's crazy is, I told you I can just touch you and read your whole, go back when you was born. Um, and this is true. I'm not playing. I can go back and just touch you or just have a conversation with you, anything. Your breath, and can go back. This lady was a 69 God. I was wondering why nobody didn't come and see it. Confirmation. Shame. Meditation. I will go by nobody don't see her. Scarcity. She was a 69 God. I could see her, how she will abuse kids, beat them, abuse her own kids. She was the lady of the flowers in the attic. No wired hangers. How many children? I see pictures. Nobody never visited. She was a 69 God. She was keeping tradition alive. Beat children. Abuse them. Find power over them. You heard me? Keep them in the attic. Hide them. Do whatever you can. But keep my house clean type shit. No, we ain't doing that. Them days is over. Yeah. They seek pleasure and want to praise over kids. No, we ain't doing that no more. It's time that y'all stop trusting these people. I don't give a damn who they is to you. Call it like you see it. If it walk like a dog, quack like a duck, it is a duck. You heard me? If the rooster and then crow at 5:45 and crow again at 12 o'clock and again at what? 4:30, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock? That's a damn rooster. It is what it is. 5 plus 5 is 10, right? So y'all, a lot of y'all got 69 guys living right in your house. And them 69 guys is blocking you from moving on with your life. You can't work because you got to be there with the 69 guys. You can't do this because you got to be there with the 69 guys. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle, whoever it may be. If they're causing blockage and it's blocking you from living your life and following the path that God has given you, it's time to cut them off. Meaning, fend for yourself. Because they're blocking miracles. They are awakened to your miracles and they're blocking them. Okay? They are blocking them. That's why we have places for people that get up in age. Okay, now it's time for you to go on and do your thing. This is true. It's time for you, wounded healers. It's time for you to go on and do your thing and go deal with God. Broad place. Nursing home is a broad place too. That's a broad place too. That's a broad place too. And then too, a lot of them won't honor when they didn't honor their parents. They ain't do none of that. So how you feel like you deserve for me to stop my life to take care of you when you didn't do it for your children or nobody else? How you figure that? What you mean? Because they grinding themselves off of devil shit, tradition. See, if this is upright, it'll be joy. You getting, downloads from God. No, they following tradition. And it's getting their ass sent to the grave. Joy and the rebirth. We don't have time for that. Then they sitting there, you wondering why you waking up feeling off. Wait a minute. I went to bed feeling like, yeah, rah. Now I wake up feeling like, because they sending dark magic and energy to your ass. You ain't going nowhere. Doing mirror magic. And they are exposed. We exposing these 69 guys right now. Expose them. A lot of y'all got taking care of 69 guys and you wonder why you feel like your life ain't going nowhere. That's because you got a 69 God in the house with you, grounding themselves off your ass. Nah. Using your energy. What I said, grief. They in grief. And they grinding you. So them being under judgment is making you feel like you under judgment. Nope. You just receiving karma because that ain't what you were supposed to be doing. And that's blocking you and stopping you from on your path with God. You better tell them, okay, guess what? You got yourself to this point. It's time for you. You preach God to me all your life. It's time for you to go trust him. and get your judgment and your punishment. Yeah, because we cutting all old tradition shit off. It's time to cut it off. Because you got soul forgiveness. You have soul forgiveness, not them. They don't have soul forgiveness. They want to stop your shine. Or they jealous of your shine. So guess what? You have to stay stuck with them. Liberation in the reverse. No, we ain't doing that either. Because they don't have no intuition, or they didn't use their intuition for good things. They used it for bad. Awakening in the reverse. They didn't use their gifts, their God, their talents. No, they wasted their talents by being dark and being dark witches and warlocks. Now that's what we was talking about in the word. But see, had y'all would have known all this time y'all was serving the devil, it wouldn't be no awakening, wouldn't be no power to exchange, it wouldn't be none of that. So everything was done in due time. Even though the machine corporation, like the machines went against me, went against the kingdom, went against God, it's all good. Because this is just the beginning. Y'all, the world is in for a rude awakening. Nah, I'm going to say it again. I'm talking to someone that's got a house, got a 69 God in their house. It's unrequited love. And you can't get nowhere because you too busy taking care of the bitter bitches and old motherfuckers that are under judgment. Under judgment, under judgment. So they want to braze over you. So they might get up and walk and do all that, taking your good energy. And you sitting there feeling like you in lack. Because they taking your energy. They doing mirror magic on you. Standing in front of the mirror telling you, oh, you ugly. When you go look in the mirror. I caught her doing it. That's why I'm here to tell y'all. That's why I'm here to take intuition. I'm here to tell you that yes, magic is being done on you. Yes, it's in the house with you and you are taking care of a witch or a warlock. And yes, God says it's time to cut it off. Cut it off. So you can be good, create, and cause good things to happen in your life. Okay? Because you are worthy. You're worthy of God's blessings. Okay? You're worthy. Okay, this is coming from Sekhmet. All right, Psalm 119. Sekhmet. Psalm 15. Sekhmet. Wounded healers. So you've been wounded. Like, the people you have to take care of is the people that abused you. It's time to cut it off. Truth. Ooh. Yeah, because they lying. Truth in the reverse. They was taught wrong. Tradition. But guess what? It's time for you to walk in your truth. It's time for you to walk in your truth. Right? I can be talking to anybody. Anybody. Ooh, no. In the card. See, scarcity in the reverse. You in scarcity. You're not in scarcity. Or you won't be in scarcity anymore. Because it's time to speak up. Speak up. But see, they like this and scarce and speak up because they hid. They hiding. They 69 gods. They do their dirt and hide their hand. They do their dirt and hide their hand. Hold on. Tarot want to speak. The tarot wants to speak. Okay. All right, let me ring the bell. All right, spirit angels, and spirit guides. Oh, tell the demons to stand still. Fathers and mothers, the tarot want to speak. What y'all want to talk about? It's time to stand your ground. It's time to stand your ground. It's time to stand your ground and cut off what's bringing you down. I don't care what their title is. Do they know their name? Do they know their spirit? If it's a spirit of darkness that drains you, that kills you, it's time to stand your ground. Three of Wands is standing your ground. Stand in what you believe in. Okay? Stand on. Stand on what you believe in. Three of Wands. Fire. Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is talking. It's time to act upon it. Three of Wands. Yeah. Ace of Cups. The Hermit. Ace of Cups and the Hermit. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but also leadership. Alpha, Omega, right? Alpha, Omega, new energy, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Empathic. So I can be talking to someone that's very empathic, that nurture, that take care of people. A Queen of Pentacles and a Hermit, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's time to stand your ground. Ace of Pentacle. Okay? Ace of Pentacle, God has given you a gift for you to shine on. Okay? So you are a gift to the world. Leader. Queen of Swords, right? I could be talking to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but you also talk to Spirit. Nine of Pentacles. God guide you. It's time to stand your ground and cut off what is not meaning you no good. Air. And you could be expressing this. Yeah, you could be expressing this. And also, if you're dealing with a man that is trying to juggle you, Ace of Wands, that's cheating on you, juggling you, you're worth way more than that. Yeah. House in reverse, y'all live together, may live together, but he bring bad energy. Damn, that's loud. Five of Wands, he keep you fighting in the spirit. He keep you fighting in the spirit. Fighting in the spirit, or also fighting within yourself of knowing that you are worth way more than that. Cut it off. It's time to cut it off. Queen of Swords, cut it off. Ace of Pentacles, cut it off. Ace of Pentacles, meaning new energy, new gifts, new everything, new outlook. It's time to cut it off. It's time to cut it off. You fighting yourself or within the home. If you're fighting within the home and the 69 God in there, I don't care if it's your lover, your friend, your aunt, uncle, whoever, it's time to cut it. That's their energy causing that. Yeah, Two of Wands. That's their energy causing that. Two of Wands. And this is judgment. That's their energy causing that. It's time to cut it off. Yeah, the devil. High priest is in the reverse. They're not of God. This is death. They're under judgment. And all it's done is causing the death. Okay? It's time to cut it off. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but Capricorn energy, devil shit. High priest is in the reverse. They claim they got good God gifts and all that. No, they don't. They're not grounded. They're not nurturing. None of that. It's all a role. Okay? Behind closed doors, they're really demons. All right? It's time to cut it off. Time to cut it off. And it may be for stability, but lovers in reverse, right? Hierophant in the reverse. This is all, they bonded you in this. So you could be stuck like them and feel what they feel. No, it's time to cut it. It's time to cut it. It is. It's time to cut it. Look. Illusions. They bored. They know they under judgment. They have nothing to do, no gifts. They know that. God is talking to them. Spiritual realm, the moon. Secrets. God is judging their ass. Okay, and then they could be sending like dark energy to you because they're bored or whatever, or they're jealous, right? They're jealous of what the cups they've been given to them because they took their cups and didn't do nothing with it. That's what God talking about, your talents. What did you do with it? You did nothing but dark shit, right? Illusions, lying on people and all that, and they on their bed. Four Wands, God punishing their ass. Their conscience is whooping their ass. Don't nobody have time for that. Yeah, King of Swords. It's time to cut it. Gemini, it can be a male, King of Sword, Queen of Sword. I could be talking to masculine or femme. These are fools, but not chosen fools. They damn fools. We don't have time for that. Knight of Swords, they didn't fight for nobody. They don't stand for nothing, so they fell for anything. King of Cups, Pisces, 12th house, dark secrets and shit. It's time to cut it. They don't love God. They lovers of themselves, all right? And lovers of the world. They're not lovers of God. So it's time to Queen of Sword or King of Sword this shit. Talk about it, but cut it. so you can get on to your blessings and everything that God has for you. That is not for you to them to be draining your energy. And then they had a spirit of laziness on them. Okay, when you came, they probably was getting up early in the morning, cooking and cleaning, doing all that. But when you came, all that shit went to naught. Because they want to drain you. They want your good energy and all that. Because they thinking they can do a destiny swap. No, no more destiny swapping. The only destiny you're going to be swapping is from the earth to the grave. That's it. It's time to leave it. Leave it. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Hold on. Yeah, they probably left you in the dust. And now that they old and sick or whatever the case may be under judgment, they wanted you to stay there, right? But 8 of Cups is 8 of Cups in the reverse is great joy, happiness, and feasting. Yeah. Because when you like this, it's fake. But see, when they gone, it's like this. Y'all really in happiness and joy and feasting and all that. God says it's time to cut that shit. It's time. It's unrequited love. It's unrequited love. And it's time to cut it. It's time to cut it. What I said, God said it's time to cut it. Hierophant, the lovers. God said it's time to cut it. So you can get the blessings and be with your real partner on the real journey of who you're supposed to be with, right? Confirmation, spiritual birth. I ain't drunk no water now. I'm about to drink something now. It's time to cut it. All right? We know you're a Knight of Cups, a Knight of Pentacles, like you're grounded. You're very empathic. You're in tune with God. Very in tune with God. But they're not. And you can only carry the demon for so long. Guess what? And they constantly showing you that they don't appreciate you or anything. It's time to cut it. Let them find out, right? 5 of Cups. Let them find out. Let them find out. Emotions and shit. Let them find out what it is. Bitterness or frustration. So y'all, if you are in a marriage or not in a marriage, are you in a 2 of Cups union, like in the house living with each other? This is how you're feeling. It's bitter. It's frustrating. It's like talking to a brick wall. You ain't got time for that. Then when you ask them certain questions, they can't answer because the devil not gonna say, "Yeah, I'm a demon and I don't really love you. I just want your energy." Those are energy vampires. No, we don't have time for that. Because I'm finding myself to be bitter and frustrated and all that, knowing that I'm doing everything I can, and you still not pleased? You still throwing at me? It's time to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. What I said. And you still sending 8 of Wands at me? You still sending magic at me? Nope. It's time to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Because misery loves company, right? Yeah. And it's a lot of miserable motherfuckers that need company. Yeah, Page of Cups. See, you all happy and joy and all this and that. Empathic and everything. They sending wands at you to stop it. You wonder some days you don't feel like you. That's because the energy vampire in the house with you that's wishing bad on you. Praying that you don't get to do whatever God is blessing you to do. They praying that you don't get to do because you the star. You the one that's in tune. You the generational curse breaker. But the one that's still remaining on earth, that's causing the curses to remain, they trying to fight you in the spirit. Hold up, where am I finding one? They fighting you in the spirit so they can take your gifts. Nope, God say follow the sun, magician, and wheel of fortune. You are the magician of the bloodline. You are the powerful manifested of the bloodline. It's time to cut them off. You are the star of the show. It's time to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. You're the high priestess? Yeah. Devil in reverse? Yeah. You can call judgment. Because guess what? You are bored. And it's time to go. Talking to an empress, queen of wands. Yep. Leave it. Leave it. Because you're not happy. It's time to 8 of Cups that shit. So you can get what you desire. Your emperor. See, whomever in the house with you is causing a blockage between you and your emperor. And it's keeping you in the 9 of Swords, right? But this is justice, right? Page of Swords. Yeah. Because you be ready to take action, right? Page of Swords, right? You always tell them about themselves, right? Because you receive messages from God. Sagittarius energy. The Chariot is Cancer. Sagittarius energy. Yeah, y'all are pouring into each other's cups, but what's stopping y'all? What's stopping y'all? The 69 God. The devil. The freaking devil is stopping y'all. Okay? Stopping the so you juggling pentacles and all that. Yeah, sending energy, wishing and hoping, keeping you in your mind, right? They want you to be trapped because they trapped, because they was juggled. Or they juggled the pentacles and the blessings that God gave them. And this is what got them under judgment. 8 of Wands, right? Nobody ain't got time for that. Ace of Wands and death. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Death and rebirth. Nobody ain't got time for that. 9 of Wands, because everything that you working hard for, it ain't gonna go. It's not in vain. It's keeping you like this though. 10 of Wands, you carrying the burdens by yourself. 9 of Wands, you doing all the work by yourself. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, you doing all the work by yourself. While they lay back and wish that upon you, send you bad energy and all that, and you wonder why you're not feeling appreciated. I'm feeling really underappreciated. You're taking my love for granted, babe. Yeah. God said, cut it. Let them do what they do. Page of Pentacles, because you know how to grind. You know how to get it. You know how to go out there and get it. They use you to do it. They use you to do it. You're still using your energy. You don't know you're still being used as a puppet master. Nobody ain't got time for that. As a puppet. Nah. It's time to. And you stuck in your head about this decision, huh? You trying to figure out, huh? Yeah. You're going to receive messages soon. You're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do. I could be talking to a Queen of Wands or about a Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is Warlock also. Warlock sending you, and a King of Wands that is sending you mishaps and misfortunes and all that. They want to see you like that, but this is how they going to be. Their judgment going to be like that. Nobody got time for that. Don't nobody have time for that. They blocking the 2 of Cups. They blocking you and your mate from coming together. Y'all wonder why y'all can't come together with you and your mate. Because you got a 69 God in his house. It's time for them to move on up and move out. Keep on trucking, baby. We ain't got time for that. So it's time that we make a decision. Yeah, decision making time. You can be in the same house, like I said, same house. Y'all came together, probably have nowhere else to go. Okay, we're going to build on this house together. But guess what? It was done on false contracts. False contracts. That was a contract from the devil. You made a deal with the devil. It's time to take it back. Take it back. Look. Take it back. You think I'm playing? Take it back. Take it back. And I could be talking to a man or woman that is moving in male energy, because you know women can embody male energy, masculine energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but Libra scales have been balanced. Okay, that's it. You don't need to see no more. Yeah, King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they think their money is keeping you there. No, it's not. You don't want the money. You don't want none of that. I just want to be free to view. That's it. Because I know you're a 69 God. I know you're dark. And I know you hate children. You keep showing me every time. King of Pentacles in reverse. No love. No love. No pentacles. You're not grounded. You don't love nobody. And you like to see people in the 5 of Cups. Nah, that's keeping you. And they do their dirt and hide their hand. You see how them cards talk? They do their hurt and they hide their hand. So they lie on people. Oh, they did this to me. They did to me. And guess what? What did Kendrick Lamar say? It was God's plan to show you who was the liar. Been lying buku years. Come out the womb lying. 70 years of lies. That's what this is. 7 of Swords. 70 years of lying. We ain't got time for that. We don't have time for that. You come in like you love somebody, but you like this. You do your dirt and hide your hand. In the face, you say, "Oh, I'm here," but you doing your dirt and hide your hand. That is the 69 God. And y'all wonder why the family's still in bondage. Because the 69 God is still living and is keeping the lies going. We ain't doing it no more. It's time to cut it off. I say this reading gonna be everywhere today. It's gonna be, you can be a page of cups of a person that's very empathic. But you wonder where all these wands is coming from? Okay, also this is justice for you because guess what? The ancestors, the 8 of wands, these wands, you're not the only one that's fighting. Your ancestors are fighting with you. Wands. Your ancestors backing you up. So they carrying the burden with you. You're not alone, okay? So keep praying. Keep reading your Psalms. Keep studying. But also, it's time to switch it up. You empathic? It's time to show the dark side of empathic, okay? It's time to give out what they gave you. They gave you lies and garbage and bull crap and abuse. It's time to give it back. It's time to give it back. Times 10, 10, tenfold. It's time to give it back. If all you gave out, 9 of cups in reverse, it's time to give it back. So you want to give that to me, I'm going to give it back to you. Eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. That's where we at. That's where we at. Eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So you don't want me comfortable? How about none of us going to be comfortable? How about that? Give it back. Give it back. What they putting out, give it back. Because they want to take advantage of you because you're young. Or they want to use the card, oh, I'm old. I don't give a damn about you being old. You wasn't, I was a child and you was giving me magic, doing voodoo on me and shit. And now that you're caught, you want to pull that card, that old card? No, that don't work in the kingdom of God. We don't care if you old, young, middle age, it don't matter. You old enough to give it, you old enough to take it. You're gonna get back what you put out. Give it back. And this is justice for the young divine beings. They didn't want to honor us. They don't want to do for us but they want us to take care of them our whole life. Nope. It's time to cut that shit. It's time to cut it. That's all these cards are saying. You stuck in your head about how will I handle this? How am I going to handle this? Give back what they gave you. That's what God is saying. 6 of Pentacles, Libra. Balance that shit. Give back what they're giving you. And I'm talking about to religious cults and leaders and teachers all the way down to your home. Because God said what? Give me that joy I can't explain. Add extra peace that'll ease the pain. I want that love that'll never change. Give me that. But what did Kirk Franklin say? At first he started at home, right? Yeah. God is starting at home. So it's time for y'all to start at home. Give back what they putting out. Yeah. They want to be bored. You heard me? Yeah. Got them like this. 9 of Swords all up in their head. You wonder why I don't feel like this. Why do I feel like this? Because they wishing death upon you. They right in the house with you. Wishing death upon you. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're going to tell me, I had a vision that I saw you homeless. Well, who told you that? Well, you can stop wishing that. Because the only person in here going to be homeless is you if you keep playing with me. That part. That's the power exchange. Take the 10 of Cups away. It's all an illusion. That's the power exchange. That's what God is talking about, the power exchange. That's the Wheel of Fortune. Give back what they put out. Because they're using you for stability. Especially if they ain't got no kids. Their kids done abandoned them. The kids giving them what they gave them. You taught them how to be ugly. Guess what? They're going to give it to you. What part? King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're going to give it to you. Yeah. What you got? A Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Illusion. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's time to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Okay. Well, what happened when I came? You was doing all this and all that for your children. So it was good enough to do for your children, but you can't do the same for me. I mean, I am the one getting up doing all the other work. The least you can do is the little things that I ask of you. But since you can't do that, you sure right. I'm going to leave you where you at, spiritually and physically. And go do my 10 of cups on my own, because I am the 10 of cups. I am the energy worker. I am the spiritual being. I am the powerful manifester. That part. The Holy Spirit is within me, not you, because you wasted your talent. You want to do dark energy work. Since you did dark energy work, guess what returned to you? Dark energy. God is giving y'all what y'all put out is coming back. But what you not going to do is give it to me. Nope. I'm going to return it to the sender that it came from. Times 10, tenfold. You understand what I'm saying? Leave it so I could be happy. No, we ain't doing that either. That is what he talking about in bondage. Bondage don't all the time mean marriage. It means you're in bondage with somebody you don't need to be in bondage with, that you taking care of. You seeing that? You think that's the right thing to do? It's not. The only thing that's doing is cutting you off from doing what you're supposed to be doing for God, for the kingdom. And if their ass is under judgment, that's why you ain't feeling all happy. It feel mild and not real, because it ain't real. It's an illusion. It is an illusion. It's time to leave it. Y'all see that? I'm talking to the Empress. They say it's time to leave this Empress in reverse. It's time to leave her ass where she at. Because God has given you an Ace of Pentacles. You are the powerful manifester. Okay? You've been in your head. It's time to get out of it and receive the truth, the Ace of Cups, so you can get on back on that path of light, joy, and contentment. All right? It's time to cut it. Angel numbers. All right, I hear y'all. So that's it on the tarot. Talking to a King of Pentacles in reverse. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone that is not grounded. Someone that don't love God, don't have no emotions for nobody, not even for themselves. Because if they did, they don't even love themselves. Because if they did, they wouldn't be putting out the dirt and the demonizing shit that they doing and thinking and sending. These are people that are doing mirror magic and that is sitting there chanting and wishing nothing but bad. I mean, nothing but darkness on y'all. It's time to cut it. Because it's unrequited love. And it's an unrequited contract. That's a contract that was sent from the devil. Okay? That was just a obstacle in your path. All right? And it's time to clear it. Okay? Angel messages. Y'all. Hour 42 minutes. I've been on here for a while. My daughter be like, Mama, your videos be long. Guess what? I can't help it. The Holy Spirit get to moving. Guess what? I'm very observant. 0-0. You're very observant. You're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities around you and to the energy that is being sent to you. It's time to act on it. Angels ask for your attention. Open your eyes. Listen and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. So you really been in sitting contemplation thinking about this. You paying attention, right? Yeah, you paying attention. You're paying attention. I am brilliant. L7. Somebody need to read Psalm 7. Psalm 7. Marie Laveau wrote Psalm 7. No good juju. Protection. But you in the upright, you're protected. But them that are not in the upright, they're not protected. Y'all see what I keep reporting? Number death. People getting caught with rape and all that. Like, these people are under judgment, whether they're famous or not famous. Guess what? You possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both the information and spiritual planes gives you a greater awareness than most. You are brilliant. You know you're brilliant, and you know you're observant, and you know you are the manifester. You are the builder that the builders refuse. You are the chief cornerstone, right? The builders refuse because they thought they was all out in their glory because they thought they was going the right way. But guess what? Come to find out, that's a dead end. Master number 22. I could be talking to somebody 22 or somebody that is 70 that is under judgment, that is a 69 God. Okay. But you are master number. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. I am aligned. Also, 22 resistance. This person at 70 years old is resisting change, and they resisting they heart chakra opening. God said they need a it's the soul that needs a surgery. Yeah, because they jealous of beauty. They jealous of people that are beautiful, that are energetic. The way they move, the way they walk, the way they talk, their skin tone, everything. It's like, God dang. So you don't appreciate what God made you to be? That's why you're ugly. And I'm not talking about the looks. You are what you are. Guess what? If you're ugly on the outside, you're ugly on the inside. And if you're ugly on the inside, it shows on the outside. Any other angel messages, but you are aligned, you're balanced. And you're balanced on your inner and your outer. Your spiritual and your physical is balanced. 22. If you're seeing these numbers 7, 22, and 00, I'm talking to you. Fathers and mothers in Jesus' name, is that it on the angel messages? Okay. Okay, yeah. AAA in reverse because they're not abundant. And abundance, it don't always mean material things. Abundance is nurturing, loving, caringness, kindness. Okay? Understanding. They're not abundant. That's what make them a 69 God. That's what make them a witch or a warlock. Because they're in the 888 reverse. So these are people that talk scarcity, speak scarcity, walk scarcity, just scarcity. They may even sound like, yeah. Them people that speak like that, that's a mask. They even trying to mask their voice. No, that is a mask. All right? They're not abundant. All right? So it's time to walk away. Walk away, caring and giving. Yeah, I'm a pioneer 19, Sun Tabernacle. The sun is being shined. Sun is shining. The weather is sweet. You may want to dance, but you can't because they're sending bad energy to you because they mad because they can't dance or they shaped like that, shaped like a Dorito. What Nicki Minaj say? I got bitches, Dorito bitches mad because they not chosen. You heard me? That part. Can y'all read that? Can y'all see that? Because you're a pioneer. It's time to cut it. Stop feeding the devil energy. Stop caring. Stop doing anything. Anything that has to do with emotions, quit exchanging with them. Because they are demons. Okay? Because you are abundant and they're not. You're a nurturer. You're a giver. You're kind. You're sweet. You know, you feed the poor. You feed animals. You feed the birds. You do everything God tell you to do. And guess what? They're the opposite. So it's time to cut it. This is not a lie. I am generous. What I said, you could be 24 years old, you're generous. You're generous. An angel number. You have a heart of gold and are very skilled at maintaining balanced, stable relationships. You are loyal to your loved ones and are able to be the nurturer, protector, and provider all at once. I am generous. See, you're a powerhouse by yourself. You don't need them. And that's what they're jealous about. They recognize that. I don't need you. You're actually taking up space in my life. And that's blocking who really need to be here. That part. It's time to cut it. 77, you're brave. It's time to be brave. They're jealous of how brave you are. And 777, I am in the flow. All them sevens. Elimination. Time to cut it out. I am in the flow and I am brave. You probably even put one of them on their ass. God said you ain't under judgment. They are. They shouldn't be trying to fight you. They shouldn't be lying on children. They shouldn't be doing none of that. They think because they older, I'm supposed to honor you. No, you don't deserve no honor. You don't deserve no respect. You don't respect yourself. Damn sure don't respect nobody else. Because if you did, you wouldn't be in this position or in this judgment. I am wealthy, meaning spiritual wealth. Money don't make you wealthy. Your spirit makes you wealthy. When you know you don't have no money, but shit still come to you naturally and in the flow, because your spirit is wealthy. So God loves you. So you can be in lack and then don't be in lack because you're wealthy. Your spirit is wealthy. Rich don't mean the money don't make you rich. Your spirit makes you rich. Confirmation. You could be 28 years old or saying the number's 28. I am a leader. Read that. Because there's a lot of people confusing riches, material things, with being rich. No, you're poor. Because you have no spiritual protection. God consider you rich when you're rich in spirit. Not because of money. Keep telling y'all, integrity is not going to get you to where you need to be. I mean, integrity is going to get you where you need to be. But not having integrity, that's going to get your ass sent to the grave. Tradition. Tradition is getting many of y'all sent to the grave. What? Because you're not grounded. You're not grounded. You see what they say? And you're not a creator. Y'all actually, what's the word am I looking for? Y'all are abundant thieves and y'all are energetic vampires. And that's what we talking about, energy vampires. Osiris Kingdom are full of energy vampires. And I am Isis, and I'm here to call it. Y'all hear the birds? That is what this is. Osiris Kingdom is full of energy vampires. And we cutting that shit. No more of that. 69 guys, it's time to go. Run for your life. Man. Because they are not masters and they're not creators and they're stuck in this realm. They wonder why they got to come right back and you're all for nothing. Because your ass just keep getting tested on the same damn thing. And you keep failing the same test over and over and over again. But guess what? We're going to keep judging and testing and coming back until you niggas and niggas get it right. And I don't mean no harm. You heard me? I don't mean no harm. But it's kind of hard to talk nice to demons. It really is. Because you know what? Demons, y'all think because they this how they trick y'all. Oh, I know they talk so nice and sweet and love and they don't curse. And guess what? That be the devil incarnated itself. But I cuss. And I'm God in the living form, but we cuss. We do all that. We express our mind. They're not receiving love from the ancestors. You see how that came out? They're not receiving no love from the ancestors or from the gods and goddesses. They're not supporting them. They killing them. They getting them off this planet. Because they the ones stopping the world from evolving. And tradition. Guess what? Tradition is cut. How about we start a new tradition? How about you treat people how you want to be treated? And how about you not how you think they should be treated? Because why? Because you older than me? That don't mean shit. Because guess what? I'm the queen goddess. You may be older than me, but that's all you got is old age. But guess what? At the same time, I'm 1 billion years old. So you're not older than me. And yet still, what can I learn from you? Nothing. Nothing. I know what not to do. That's what life has taught me, confirmation. I know what not to do by watching y'all. I know what not to do. That's what y'all taught me, what not to do. Okay, look, I look down, right? It said meta. Our natural religious tendencies, priests and Levites, recognizing, rejoicing in, and seeking to inspire the whole consciousness with the realization that the Father in us, our indwelling Christ Jehovah, is our power to unfold and to grow spiritually. That the healing, restoring, constructive, uplifting impetus in us is spirit. Jehovah has made grow up. Jah is powerful, whom Jehovah makes youthful. Jehovah increases. I got that Benjamin Button disease. I'm aging backwards. But what about y'all? These people look scary. They look like monsters. It's like, God dang, you been sucked and dried up because that's the spirit that is consuming you. That demon is consuming you. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Okay, it said by reading about these priests and Levites named Shebaniah, one will see that they all were actively engaged in service to God and to the people in a spiritual way. They were doing things to bring about a better understanding of God's law on the part of the people and a stronger conscious union between the people and God. That's us spiritual beings. Read tarot, all this and that. Tarot was not done away with. Man, the Vatican, the churchianity, the Christians, they try to do away with our word. But guess what? What God has blessed, no man can curse. I don't care what your title is. Did you check in with God with that title? Because see, these niggas calling themselves bishops and all this and that. Who gave you that title, baby? Who told you was that? Another person told you that, not God. It's time that we correct ourselves and get it right and figure out who are y'all following. Who are y'all tuning into? Who y'all giving y'all money to? Because if you ain't giving it to me, you're giving it to the enemy. That part. Because I am that altar. Open to feel. 5. See, they don't have no feelings. They don't get no visions. They don't get no they don't get none of that from God. None of that. They're not open to feel they dead. That's what God talking about. These are dead people walking. Vampires. Zombies. Zombies. This is the apocalypse of the zombies. They'll be in your home with you, in your church with you, at school with you, in your workplace. Pay attention. Time to pay attention and wake up, my people. I only come on here because I love y'all. I'm not going to come on here and fake shaking. Oh, I'm this and I'm that. Nope, what you see is what you get. See, y'all try to make me out to be something. We don't never change. See, this is Jesus, Isis, Esau, Queen Nefertiti, Goddess Hathor, whomever you want to call me. We don't change. Y'all do. Because y'all want to follow the Vatican, the money grabbers and ass grabbers and booty snatchers and all that. No, we don't rock like that. We are people of spiritual beings. We love God. We love to love. We nurture. We take care of the planet. We feed his animals. We do as we're told. Okay? We study the laws of the land. See? Listen for words of wisdom in the reverse. They don't want to hear nothing no one has to say. Because guess what? What God tell us? Lean not unto your own understanding. They only leaning on tradition, understanding, traditional ways. And that's why they going to the grave. It's going to be many more people. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. If you listen carefully now, you will hear. This may be the first trumpet. Might as well be the last. Many more will have to suffer. Many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. From God Meshach. Things are not the way they used to be now. I won't tell no lie. They gotta face reality now. We won't keep them down. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. And what did he say? We've been trotting on your wine press much too long. Rebel, rebel. Psalm 75. Karma, dreads. We've been trotting on your wine press much too long. Rebel, rebel. Babylon system is the vampire. Yay. Man. Sucking the blood of the suffering. Yeah, yeah. Man. Me say, me shack. The Babylon system is the vampire. Falling empire. Suffering the children, what? Day by day. Yeah, yeah. Me say, building church and universities. Yeah, yeah. Look out now. Deceiving the people continually. Yeah, yeah. Me say, graduating thieves and murderers. Yeah, yeah. Look out now. Man, y'all better go check out God Meshach, Bob Marley. Go check out God Shadrach, Peter Tosh, and Bunny Wailer, God of Bendigo. They told y'all. Why you think they killed them? Man, they gave y'all truth. That's why music is the soul of God. Reggae, king music, God music, lion music, warrior music. I just wanted to come on here, y'all. Y'all know I'm the Holy Spirit. I get fired up, y'all. But it's with all love. You heard me? 12 House Secrets. You heard me? Moon and Pisces. Let's talk about it. They don't want to. Who all coming in an awakening? You got Juju on your side. Good Juju. Marie LaVou. That is my ancestor. That is my sister. Okay? Say seek pleasure in the sun tabernacle metaphysical world. You heard me? You're going to discover what's real and what's not. You're going to discover that this is all an illusion. And they know it. And they know their time is up. Because this illusion got to go. Because it's messing the people up with God. And we can't have it. Because how? If it ain't running up above, if it ain't together up above, how it's going to be together below? You understand? We don't have time for that. God say pray.